If you play Eternal Return, then you have only seen Adriana in fan art, but never in your games, and probably wondered if it's even fun to... Wait, do you hear that? Why is it getting louder? Wait, what? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, there are only 3 types of people in Eternal Return. Subhumans, that means Cecilia and Emma, people that thought Adriana is the most interesting character, and liars. I mean, look at her. How can you not choose the fiery redhead? Look at her face. Her expression is exactly how I feel when I play her and have to fight Luke. Dead inside. Did you know that the reason she sets fire to everything is because when she was young, she got locked into a walk-in freezer with her sister? After she woke up 1 week later in the hospital, she found out her sister froze to death and was already cremated. But she still hears Lily's voice in her head and talks to her. That's a pretty heated childhood. Wait, I just realized that every female character I've covered so far is in some sort crazy and mentally ill. And maybe that's just girls in general. Generalization. If you ever played Adriana, you have probably noticed that she isn't the easiest character to pick up. In fact, everyone will tell you that Adriana is the hardest character in the game.
Big milkers. Fuck, what time to be alive. Is Adriana hard to play? Yeah, Adriana's one of the harder heroes to play.
Which I kinda disagree with. Adriana's learning curve isn't that high because of her hit or miss kit. Sure, it plays a role, but it is more because of the lack of resources and the current dumbfire state of the game. Learning Adriana is one of the worst ER experiences I've had so far. The Discord has outdated data, YouTube videos are all 6 months old or not helpful, and I've never seen any of these people live. Another problem is that mentioned playstyle. Adriana has a lot of burn damage, but no burst damage, especially with the fireball build, thus leading to a lot of times where you get third partied. The games I lose result in either getting griefed at the beginning or being third partied after kiting an enemy for 20 seconds. Now combine this with bad build paths, limited upgrades, and a meta that doesn't favor long fights at all, and you have a horrible beginner experience. Don't get me wrong, she's not weak, but definitely not the best. Also Nimble Neuron, what the fuck is this? Adriana with extra skill damage items was a bit too hot to handle. Have you ever played your own game? Cecilia does more damage with 2 Qs and Caltops than Adriana with all her abilities. Yeah, that's right, you better buff her again. But do you know who doesn't need any help? Me, cause your support team is actually goated. You see that wave at the end? That's what I call commitment. Time to get back on topic. Sadly, I can't say anything about her duo and trio strength, especially with the damage nerfs she received in the last few patches. But I can point you towards an extremely detailed guide for exactly that, which according to the creator is supposed to get updated regularly. Anyways, let me show you why she can't burst in a way my watch time won't drop to 5%. Cue the montage.
Hi sisters!
Die!
Oh shit! Alright! I'm gonna whoop your ass!
Make it fast and make it rough, mommy! Huh?
This is Captain Alex! He's alive! Captain Alex is alive! Captain Alex is so dead. He's dead.
Hit him with a rat attack!
Oh! Oh, shit! Sorry!
Now that I have already shown you all of the advanced info, let me show you the basic stack. Adriana can start fires with her abilities. If enemies stand in this fire, they take damage over time, and the movement speed declines. Furthermore, the damage gets increased by 20% per stack. You also gain some SP while a fire is active. Her Q lets you point a flamethrower in a targeted direction. This deals true damage and can be cancelled. You can also use other abilities while this is active. Her W spills oil in a targeted direction, slowing enemies and making them unable to use movement skills. You can ignite this patch with any of your abilities, but be careful. This gets rid of the ground, allowing enemies to use movement skills again. Her E lets you dash in any direction, leaving a line of fire behind you. Her ult lets her throw a Molotov cocktail. It explodes upon landing, deals damage, knocks enemies away and leaves behind a fire. You can have up to 3 of these petrol bombs. Molly! Molly! And now for the augments, builds and upgrades. Bing, bada, bang. Her Wig, Alpha and Omega are good and fast, but contesting them is a whole different story. Long fights mean more people will show up, making it even harder. Adriana works best on max range. The only problem is that her max range is pretty short. Most characters have a good gap closer and more range than you. Also, most enemies will just wait for you to throw out everything or will engage you if you get into auto attack range. This is why I will show you an example on how to play her. I like to call it chat to pussy. First I play like a pussy and run away while kiting Kathy. Once she turns around I adapt the chat playstyle. After she engages me again I run away like a Sylvia. In the next game we see a Jan engaging me. I try to stack as many fire dots on him as possible, but that didn't work as expected, resulting in me having to use the Sylvia playstyle and keep him at max range. After noticing that he gave up, I switch into the chat playstyle to secure the kill. And against range, you sometimes just have to bite the bullet and run away instead of forcing a fight.
I look good!
You already know she's exactly my type of girl. A smug smile, ripped thighs, completely sleep deprived eyes and fiery red hair? Even the details are amazing. A gas mask, a fuel canister, a bracelet with her sister's name on it, cleavage without an apparent bra, and so much more. 5 out of the only 5 questionable drawings I found of her were very disappointing. Do I even have to say anything about the firebat skin? A real flamethrower, techwear pants, thighs, smug smile, but sadly no dead eyes anymore. In comparison to ISBS, you will notice that she's pretty much the same. Speaking of the same, I really hope Nimble Neuron keeps the ISBS trend of increasing her bust size by a decent amount each skin. But now to the question which has been on every new Eternal Return player's mind. Is it fun to play Adriana? Yes! I actually enjoy playing Adriana in general. Her hit or miss playstyle is right up my alley. I just hate getting third-partied every goddamn time. But since some of you don't believe my videos are completely objective, I invited famous YouTuber Adritoma to tell us what he thinks about playing Adriana.
I honestly just like her gameplay. I like her style. You know, something about being a cutie girl just burning people alive fills that empty void in my soul. Hey, low-key, sometimes I start hearing voices like Adri does. They're telling me burn the new players, their own white weapon, and your full build, it would be so easy. Hey, you're kind of quiet, man. You're not recording yet, right?
Thanks for these very consensual words. Conclusion: don't play her, trust me. It's not worth losing 1000 MMR just to learn her. Okay, have a great day, bye.